Hey everybody, Jack Maverick coming at you live from the mountains. You'll have to forgive me, my arm's in a cast and I can't button my shirt, so I don't know how disheveled I look. But I've been thinking a lot last couple days. It is Mental Health Awareness Week, month, every day for some of us. And so I just wanted to address that. You know, I talk a lot about mental health and a lot of the different aspects that affect all of us in our everyday lives, and I talk about navigating your course, knowing where you want to go, who you are, what you want to be, where you're going in life, and how to get there. I talk about balance. I talk about several other things that relate to it, but there's a lot of people out there that lack direction and they don't know where to look. So today I want to talk about core values. Core values are the guiding principles that dictate your behavior and action. Guiding principles that dictate your behavior and action. So, essentially, what type of person do you want to be? Who are you? Are you the guy that's always mad looking for a fight? Are you the guy that's always happy telling jokes? Are you faithful? Are you honest? Are you a thief? What kind of person are you? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? You have to just sit down and actually decide these things for your life. Otherwise, your course will move in a natural progression towards whichever kind of laziness or motivations you have. So the best way to get where you want to go is to sit down, write these things out, write them in your journal, post them on your wall, decide what kind of core values you want. Me, as a teenager, I decided that no one was ever going to outwork me. I was going to base my life off of hard work, and for a long time, a lot of years of being alone and miserable and lost in the sauce, I always had work. I'd go on my days off, I'd work all day, I'd work all night. I kind of still do. But hard work has defined me and who I am and everything that I wanted to be. I didn't want to be, how do I say it in a nice way? I didn't want to be a man that couldn't do stuff. I didn't want to be, there's no nice way of saying it, so I'm just not going to say it. I wanted to be a guy that people could count on for getting stuff done, whatever it may be. So over the years of my progression of being a hard worker, I've had to manhandle myself and figure out how to get things done, how to motivate myself, how to organize, categorize, set goals, and accomplish those goals, and work hard to get to them, whether it was my actual job or anything to do with my personal growth. So hard work defines me. I'd say that's probably the first thing that I would say defines me the best. But along the way, you know, I joined the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps talks a lot about honor, courage, and commitment. And those are three very important words that a lot of people have absolutely no clue what they are. So let me talk about them here a little bit. Honor. Honor is a big deal. But what does that mean? Are we talking Knights of the Round Table and, you know, put your jacket down in a puddle for a woman? Maybe. Honor is your personal integrity, your honesty, your trustworthiness. Are you going to lie in front of people and turn around and say something different? Honor is how you treat people around you. Are you verbally or physically abusive? There are certain things in my life, and it's been a long, hard road, but my honor dictates who I am. And I've sat down along the years and I've dictated that to myself. I've defined that to myself, what I am and who I am and how I allow it to define me. And after all these years of marriage with my wife and 6 kids later, to this day, I still go around and open the door for her to get in and out of the car. You know, it's a small thing, you know, and that doesn't completely encompass what honor is, but it does dictate how I treat my wife, how I treat my loved ones. And those are rules that I've set for myself on how I'm going to treat those that I love and those that are around me. Courage is a big one. You know, courage in the face of fear, in the face of battle, in the face of honesty, in the face of someone accusing you of something, lying. Well, I'm completely drawing a blank. But courage is important in your life every day. You've got to be able to man up, defend yourself physically, emotionally, mentally. You've got to stand up for your space that you need, the stresses that life gives around you. You've got to say, hey, that stresses me out. And have enough courage to stand up for yourself, to remove yourself from that situation. In so many instances, and I'm not going to get into it, let me try to hold the camera with my broke arm. I hope this is not an extreme close-up of my face, but you've got to be strong enough, brave enough, courageous enough to stand up for what you want. To get away from all the bad influences and negativity in your life, the people, the associations that you have that are holding you down, and have the courage to go forward. Set these goals in your life and take that first step, the courage to move forward in your life to reach out and get the things you want. There's so many people out there that say you can't do that, you'll never make it, you'll never amount to anything. They're all wrong. They're every one of them wrong. And if people are around you telling you that, you don't have business in their lives, and they don't have business in yours. Commitment. Commitment can be defined in a bunch of different ways. I'm committed to my wife. I'm committed to my kids. I do everything I can to take care of their happiness, provide for their well-being, and to make sure that I'm not a complete jackass to them, so that I can always keep them happy, keep them disciplined. I say discipline, and that runs me off on a tangent. I was having a discussion with a friend many years back about religion, and I don't talk about religion here, but if you're watching these videos, you know I'm a religious kind of guy, but I believe in an open-mindedness, so to speak, but whether you believe, whether you don't believe, you have a commitment to your children to teach them right and wrong, and right and wrong comes into core values. What do you believe is right and wrong? How do you believe you should behave, and what do you want your kids to grow up thinking, believing, acting? So along the lines of religion, my buddy and his wife were of two different faiths, and so they just didn't go to church. And I said, well, that's where you're wrong. You've got a responsibility for the kids you brought into this world to teach them right from wrong. And whether your spouse believes this or you don't believe that, or whether your kid believes this or that, it doesn't matter. Your kid will grow up and eventually use his own brain, if you teach him properly, to choose for his or herself. So as parents, we have a commitment to give our kids the best upbringing that we can give them. We all say it, we want to have better for our kids than what we had for ourselves. But along back to honesty, sorry, I got to keep switching my arms, so I don't know how it looks in the camera. Getting tired holding the camera out. You'd think a guy like me would buy a tripod or something, I don't know. But back to honesty, one of the biggest, and I've said this before, the hardest things to do is to be honest with yourself, to take a look in the mirror and to have an honest conversation with yourself. Am I who I want to be? Am I going where I want to be going? Am I taking the necessary steps, the actions, the direction to get me where I want to go? And so many people close their eyes, to themselves. Oh, I'm fine. I can take care of this. I can take care of that. And I had an experience many years ago where someone had no money and they were living off me. But they came into some money, and it wasn't much. We're talking $100 or something. And this person promptly gave it away to someone else that needed it as well. And I was kind of miffed by that. As adults, we've got to take care of ourselves mentally and physically. We can't give everybody the shirt off our back, because then we would always walk around naked. Take Mother Teresa as a wonderful example. She helped so many people and gave so much, but she kept her clothes on. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying, if you teach a man to fish, he's going to eat for the rest of his life. If you give him your last fish, then guess what? You're going to be in need. You're going to be hungry. You've got to take care of yourself. Honesty is a big part of that, so that you can be honest with yourself to take care of yourself, so that you know what you need to give yourself. In this instance, it was a financial amount. That's what correlated in my mind, a financial amount where he needed to keep that money and take care of himself, get on his feet, instead of giving it away. Maybe it was a very altruistic moment. I don't even know if that's a word. I think I saw it on TV somewhere. But we've got to take care of ourselves, and the most important thing about that is mentally. We've got to take care of ourselves. We've got to be honest with ourselves and have a good long look. Start writing down these goals, these ideas in your diary, your journal, and make notes, set goals. Define some core values for you in your life, what they mean to you, and where they're going to take you. And ultimately, define where you want to go, the kind of person you want to be. I love you all. Hit me up. Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, email, everywhere. I love you all. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Bye.